Welcome to your reading today, Pisces, and apologize your reading took so very long. I have a particular Piscean energy in my field. I'm not exactly sure who it is or where it comes from, but I do pick up on some strong, difficult energies from the Pisces collective, I guess would be the way to put it, and not YouTube appropriate. So, release. I have released that energy. It took me some time. So we're going to get into your reading today. This is a general reading. We're going to talk about career, money, finance. We're going to talk about your relationships, your emotional well-being, mental health, actions you need to take, and a little bit of advice. So we're going to jump in and we'll get started. This is a timeless reading, but if it's important to you, I am doing this reading in February. And we'll post it in February. We have mimicry as the card here. Okay, interesting. I do want to look at the book a little bit for this mimicry card. I have been reading it periodically as I'm getting to learn this Urban Crow Oracle deck while I'm doing some of the readings. I also want to pull an energy for kind of our outcome and advice section of the reading. I'm going to leave it face down for now. Let's take a look at the general energy of where you are right now, okay? Mimicry. It says the crow's call was so human-like that it convinced the dog it was its guardian calling out. Although most cases are found within domesticated crows, like parrots, crows have an ability to mimic sounds from voices to sirens. Mimicry may arise in a reading if you need to consider if someone is putting on airs or is pretending to be something that is not genuine. I kind of had a feeling that's what this was. On the other hand, it may be you that might benefit from a little mimicry. Sometimes we need to fake it till we make it and project a persona that is not our own to get a good foot in the door. But be cautious. The truth may come out, and you may be required to prove your authenticity. Mimicry may also indicate that someone is trying to sound or pass themselves off as something other than themselves to gain favor or your attention. You may need to ask yourself if this individual is showing you their authentic self or simply pretending to be something you find more attractive. Okay, I could see this happening maybe in like a new relationship or a work dynamic, even friendships, especially friendships, I feel like. Isn't that strange? I do feel like that's where it happens often. Okay, we're going to start in the area of career, money, finance. Do we take that card? I wasn't quite asking for it yet, but thank you. It needed to come out. We've got love in reverse. So in the area of career, money, finance, the love card in reverse. Let's talk about our emotions, our relationships, the Empress. Not too bad. What about the action? What's the action Pisces needs to take in the current situation? The Emperor. Empress and Emperor. Don't often get those side by side. Let's look in the area of air. We've got 8 of Pentacles, reverse. Two of Swords, reverse. It's kind of where higher self wants to tell you. And then we'll pull 3 additional advice cards about the outcome of this situation. Well, 10 of Cups. We got the Ace of Wands reversed. And we've got 9 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is a real mixed story here. Real mixed story, Pisces. What do we got going on? I'm going to save this, like I said, until we get to this section of the reading. So if you've not followed these readings for me before, I have been using them maybe in the last month. This is really kind of your outcomes and your advice in the current situation. We're going to start up top in the current situation. So we've already talked about the energy of mimicry, but in career, money, finance, you have love in reverse. And that tells me there's some sort of a choice that has been removed from you, or that you are no longer having to make a choice. We've got Temperance here. I like this energy. So almost like you've recently come into a situation where we've got the Empress reverse. Okay, give me a minute here. One more card. And we've got 9 of Cups. Okay. Okay, so I feel that for many people, you've recently either made a choice or somebody made a choice for you that ended up being really beneficial for you or really worked in your favor. Whether you're currently seeing the outcome of that yet or not, it actually is bringing a lot of harmony and balance to your money and finances. It may have been a promotion that you were given. It could have even been the opposite direction, where you were kind of a reduction in force and you were let go, which can be difficult news, but sometimes those are blessings in disguise. It may have put you in a situation where you were looking for new opportunities that maybe you were just holding yourself back from, because sometimes we get comfortable, or maybe there's an opportunity that was better out there for you that you just really wouldn't have looked for had that not happened, starting your own business or anything. So those are just examples of that energy, but it's definitely an energy of something that was chosen for you, or you just finally made the choice. And that's so a choice that's behind you. Certainly, it's not an active choice that you're concentrating on. It is definitely in the past. Whether you were the one to make that choice or had like kind of the recipient of the choice, somebody made that choice for you, it could be both scenarios, just depending on the situation that you're in, who's receiving this reading. But it certainly is a wish fulfillment and has created harmony for you. Now, I think this Empress in reverse is speaking to why this choice was actually so good. And I do think that there was an energy around you that was the opposite of your Empress upright, which is interesting. We've got the Empress upright here. So I'm getting multiple messages on what this could mean. So the Empress in reverse in career, money, finance could have been you were really feeling personally, the Empress energy could be you, and that energy could have been very blocked as a result of the circumstances that you were in that have now changed and moved in the right direction for you. In another scenario, we could also have somebody who's not in that positive Empress energy, someone who's very controlling, someone who's very demanding, not thoughtful, not compassionate in any way, a real scarcity mindset, just a really, really difficult, spiteful, negative person. So that's an energy of somebody who's all show and no substance, right? Really loud without anything to support it. Usually I get a very pompous energy, very arrogant energy, very showy, really entitled type of energy. So you could have had somebody like that in your life. Maybe they left the organization you were with, or maybe you separated from them and parted ways. Maybe they chose to leave, and it's like, well, great. I just didn't have the courage to break up with you. Happy that you're the one that pulled that trigger, right? So anyway, there's lots of scenarios for that energy, but there was a blockage in the area of true abundance, and it's been resolved, I feel, for many of you. It's interesting with that mimicry card too. There may have been that Empress energy, somebody who was pretending they're something they're not, and that really came to light. That truth really came to light. Okay, so in your area of relationships, and this is why I think maybe that Empress in reverse could have been you for some individuals, is because now in your current energy, you're feeling like yourself again for some people. Certainly, the majority of this reading is for somebody who is feeling either that they're seeking or currently existing in a very abundant energy, which is great. This is a wonderful energy for you. Almost like maybe there is this situation that you're in where you're currently I feel this energy of feeling like yourself. Okay? I think I've already said that. But it's more than just feeling like yourself. It's feeling like this mimicry, like you had to fake it till you made it, right? Like faking it till you make it sort of energy, until one day you finally realized that you weren't faking it anymore. You were actually the Empress. And I feel like that's kind of the energy that I'm getting for this section of the reading. Like you don't have to earn it anymore. You don't have to fake it anymore. You're in this energy. You are presently the Empress. We've got an Ace of Stones in reverse. That just confirms for me, for some of you, this is in the area of work. We do have an Apprentice of Stones with it. So while you still might be learning and growing in your line of work, you've already taken the important steps to move in the direction of Empress. Why are these here? Six of Swords and Eight of Cups. You may have achieved a level of success and accomplishment, and part of that recognition of your accomplishment is you're ready to move to a new leg of your journey, of your personal journey. I think some of you have really stepped into this, like, I am the Empress energy, and it doesn't have to be male, female. This is just a very positive, nurturing energy, an abundant energy, very much like, having the tools of a magician and ability to manifest, but manifesting in an abundant way, the growth, opportunity, being able to create and bring things to life in the most powerful way, not just in a queen way, but in a much, much more powerful and experienced and knowledgeable way than a queen even. And with the Eight of Cups and Six of Swords together here, plus in light of the fact that we've seen the Apprentice of Stones upright with the Ace of Stones in reverse, I feel like you're ready to move on to something new and learn something new, that this is a confidence that exists within you that you do feel that you can take anywhere, and like you can become an apprentice again in other areas that interest you and apply this same growth and confidence and knowledge and experience in so many other areas of your life. And it's coming through, really shining through you abundantly in that Empress energy through your emotions. It's really shining through you right now. Okay, so in the action, we've got the Emperor and the Seven of Wands. That's some power. What is happening? Justice. Whew, this is very, very powerful energy. Anything else? Yeah, oh my goodness. Magician in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, we've got, here's where it gets interesting, my friends. You've got a manipulative energy and an authoritative energy in your circle, like in your energy, somewhere around you. It may be the motivation for like being ready to move on. Whatever this choice that was made here, it could all be tied together. Could be independent. But in this area of advice, it's like telling you to set up your defenses, get prepared, seek justice. Part of that justice is creating a balance in your life, but this is very, very powerful. This is Emperor energy. And, you know, in the beginning, I said the Empress and the Emperor are right next to each other, and that's very unusual. I do think that you are embodying both Emperor and Empress energy right now, the feminine and the masculine components of that dynamic. A lot of times I see this in single parents who have had to fulfill both a masculine and feminine role in their life in all areas, right? In society, in raising children, you know, all aspects of life. And it's not saying that there is a one gendered specific path for one parent, but usually there is a two-parent household and you kind of divide and conquer certain tasks, and there may be a more masculine energy and a more feminine energy in that dynamic. And a lot of single parents have both. So I would say that for many of you, we've got single parent energy coming through here where you're embodying both the Empress and the Emperor energy. Like again, I'm saying with the Seven of Wands, putting up defense, and this Magician in reverse. A Magician in reverse is a powerful manipulator, master manipulator. And if you're having to put up this Emperor energy, like put up defenses and really seek justice, I do think that maybe there's an energy around you where there's a manipulator and you're the person who's powerful enough to stop them. The action that needs to be taken is like protecting yourself against this person, putting up whatever defenses that you need to take, seeking balance, seeking justice if you need to. Potentially you may need to take this person to court. It's telling you that you need to really stand your ground against this person, this energy for sure. And do not back down. Stay in your power. You are very, very powerful and extremely balanced in that power. You're logical, you're nurturing. You have the knowledge, you have the authority. Whew. This is extremely powerful energy. And it's very different than this energy around the money, finances, which is very like airy and floaty and positive and balanced and wonderful, almost like you've gotten a gift here, right? Like, as an example, going back to this energy a little bit and talking about, you know, single parent, it's almost as if maybe you suddenly received that child support, all that back child support that you needed to receive for a very long time, or you will be, right? Because you're standing your ground here. Just example of that energy. Wow. Okay. So we've got this Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. Oh, so like your mindset is like very different than the rest of this energy. What is the Eight of Pentacles doing here? Adept of Wands. Seven of Stones. Okay, so we've got creative, passionate, very fast moving night energy in the Wands, and Seven of Stones. So this is like building something for yourself, which is interesting because we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is here in your mental area, like what you're really thinking about, what's consuming your mind, is almost like what you have been doing for work is not fulfilling for you anymore. And you've got this creative, passionate energy to build something new for yourself. There's so many different things going on here. I mean, this could be a lot of different energies coming together into one reading, and like, I'm part of this reading is for you and part of it is for somebody else. If all this is happening for one person at once, bless you, that's actually pretty good energy. Pretty good. It's like something really big happened and it freed you of something. And it also helped confirm for you something that really allowed you to step into this Emperor Empress energy and really feel like, yes, that I'm not faking it. This is who I am. I've earned this. I am this now. Right? That's what I feel. Crystal Cave is the energy of trust. So trust is the part of the reading where we're going to get our advice and our energy and thoughts from our higher selves in the universe, our ancestors, our spirit guides, what they have to say, and they're telling us to trust, Pisces. So the first card we have here is this Two of Swords in reverse. It's the card of peace in reverse, and I read this very similar to the love card in reverse. It's like a choice has already been made for you. Let me just show you. You can see how you could read both the sword and the love card as almost both of them choosing peace and love. Maybe not necessarily, but it could be, right? But both of these were reversed right on top of each other. It's like a choice has already been made that set you free. And we don't always have to read this Two of Swords in reverse in the same way. It's all about context and position in the reading. And I think in the context of this reading, it is similar to the love card in reverse. And that's a choice has already been made for you. And you can kind of relax in that. Oh my goodness. You have been fighting. This is your Magician in reverse energy. You've been, universally, you're being recognized for having somebody in your energy who's been very overpowering and very dominant, like brutish even, in some cases. This person could be abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive, just downright nasty. This is somebody who uses fear and dominance and power to try to control what's going on around them when they don't get their way. And you've had a lot of time in thought, almost worried or fearful of this person, just really in a period of almost feeling sorry for yourself or just feeling generally down because of this energy. And whatever this freeing experience is, whatever this news that has come, I'm surprised we haven't seen the Eight of Swords. it has brought out this Ace of Wands in you. And this experience, maybe the reason we're not seeing, sorry, I didn't mean Eight of Swords, I meant Eight of Wands. Maybe the reason we're not seeing that is because it didn't have to be a specific event. For some people, it could have been an event and an outcome, coming into some type of abundance or some decision being made that was a really, really big decision. But for some, and most of this energy I'm feeling is quite fleeting, quite small. It's not major arcana energy all over the place. Your power and how you're feeling is major arcana. But there's a lot of transitional energy in these cards, a lot of fast moving, almost like baby steps. The things that we don't tend to write down as milestones in our lives or significant events in our lives, but they're all the little by little pieces that add up to make a big difference. And I do feel like there's some sort of like, you watched a movie, you read a book, you heard a podcast, you spoke with a friend, you know, these are just examples. Had a dream, whatever it might be. But it's like you woke up one day, or you just were feeling a certain way one day, where you stepped back into this apprentice energy. And we're back here again. We had Apprentice of Stones here earlier, and how you're feeling emotionally and how you're relating to other people. And we have Apprentice of Wands here, like how your higher self is speaking to you about how you're feeling and need to feel. And it's the same. It's like, it's time to learn again. It's time to start something new. And it's like you're feeling this need to have a new cycle, to plant seeds and build something for yourself. And it's something creative. It's something with a lot of potential. We've got 10 of Cups energy here. So this is something leading to a really, really kind of an ultimate outcome. I mean, the only card that I see better in the tens than this is the 10 of Pentacles. But this is a real emotional fulfillment that's happening here. Now we have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And what this is telling me is that it's a creative, excuse me, getting lots of confirmation. What this is telling me is that this is an emotional shift for you. And it doesn't have to lead to you being on your own and establishing some like new business where you're an entrepreneur and now you're so financially successful and financially independent. That's not the energy that you're seeking or that exists here. And it's not about having a fiery, passionate new love or new relationship either. This is bigger and yet subtler than both of those things. Those are kind of obvious reads. 4 of Wands. This is a this is a commitment to yourself, commitment to owning Empress and Emperor energy, owning how far you've come on a journey. You've come on a long, long journey, I'm seeing, and really realizing that there's so much more to come. And there's so much more growth and opportunity to do new things that you've never, ever thought of or tried before, and then have passion about it. And I see a lot of new passion here. 4 of Wands often, you know, we've got 4 of Wands and 10 of Cups here. So, you know, maybe you do meet a love and it results in something like this, but that's too easy. And that's not the context of this reading. We're not just going to call this love and marriage is coming to you and, you know, dust off our hands and end a story. That's not how this works. This is like I said, a much subtler, deeper change within you. I think the commitment and the 10 of Cups card is emotional satisfaction because it's about committing to yourself, actually. Committing to whatever it is that is on your path, that you're inspired by, that's sparking some new life for you, that's making you want to build something new and different, move in a different direction, almost like you've been defending something for so long and now it's time for you to strike out in a new leg of your journey and do something new. I got about 8 cards here, so those are not your cards. Do we have any clarification cards here? Final clarification. We got 10 of Cups again. And we have another Apprentice, an Apprentice of Swords. Okay, there's definitely some new learning for you that is going to be really, really successful. It's going to be absolutely perfect for you, like a perfect fit. For many, I see this as like a new career path, like a new life path, or something that you've discovered that maybe you've always wanted to try and you never had the courage to try. But there's a lot here to unpack. It has to do with money. It has to do with your mind, your logic. It is creative. It is passionate. It is like all things, which is why we've got the 10 a couple of times. And this is beyond baby step, right? This is not just a one-time, meet someone and have a fiery, passionate romp, right? That's not what this is. Well, this is a very sustained energy of whatever the energy is here. And it's going to involve other people for sure. It's going to involve other people. It's going to be very committed. Something you don't have to choose to commit to because it feels so good. It's such a perfect fit. And the universe is telling you to trust in the universe because all of these signs are saying, this is here for you. Look at what has opened this beautiful path that is here for you. So I'd say, look at what resonates. Really keep your mind focused and your intuition really in tune on what really sticks out to you about new opportunities, new ideas that you've been thinking of, creating, generating. I mean, really take those seriously right now because there's something here for you. I'm sorry it feels so vague, but I think that it's for many, many people actually in this Pisces energy, which is why it's not going to be one thing for a group of you. Like I said, it's romantic, it's career, it's inspiration, it's learning, it's passion, it's hobbies, it's romantic, lifelong, and incredibly, incredibly fulfilling, like at a very soul level. So, and it does definitely involve other people. It's like putting down this need to strive for financial independence. I almost read this as like this striving corporate energy and moving more into like this abundant exchange, partnership sort of energy. Okay, Pisces. Well, thank you for joining today. I hope this reading resonated with you. If you like the reading or want to see others like it and you don't want to lose me in the YouTube flood, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. Thank you.